Okay, let's get started. Now we are discuss about the Poetics by Aristotle, chapter 16. Types of discover or conjunction. Discovery. Conjunctions in general has been explained already. As for the species of discovery, the first to be noted is the least artistic form of it, of which the poet makes most use through mere lack of invention. Discovery by sign or marks of this sign, some are conventional, like the launch head with the earth board have on them, are scars such as Carcinus bring in his Titus. Others are required after birth, these later being either marks or on the body, e.g. Scars are external tokens like necklace are to be take another sort of instance the dog in the discovery in tarot. Even these, however, admit of two use two uses are better and are worse. The scars of Lysis, Ulysses in an instant the discovery of him, though it is made in one way by the nurse and in another by the swineherd. Discovery using sign as a mean of proof is less artistic, as indeed are all such as implied reflections, whereas one bring them in all of sudden as the bath story in of a better order. Next, after use, these are discoveries made at will by the poet, which are not artistic for that very reason, e.g. Orestes' discovery of himself in Iphigenia, whereas his sister reveals who she is by the letter. Orestes is made to say what the poet rather than the plot demand. Consistency. The fourth essential is that of consistency. It is as essential that has been universally recognized by writers, be they poet, dramatists, or novelists. Aristotle's simply means that a character should be represented in a consistent manner throughout a single walk. If the dramatics has to present an inconsistent characters, i.e., one who is impulsive and Roth say he should present him as such in a consistent manner. He should, in other words, show inconsistency all through the play. Aristotle further stipulates that the behavior of a character, what he says and does, should be the natural outcome of his qualities, just as the incident of governed by the law of possibility and necessity. So too are the character Aristotle laws lay great emphasis on the law of probability and the necessity, although the poetics this is in keeping with his contentions that Plato should present a unified whole. Aristotle then digresses on the weakness of denouements, which are not the necessary outcome of the preceding events. He allows supernatural invention and other such mechanical devices only for these events which are not represented in the play. The sixth kind of discovery. Aristotle has already explained what he means by anachronism or discovery. In chapter 11, we have also noted that Aristotle gives a major portion of his treatise on tragedy to the discussions of plots, since he considers plot to be the most important element tragedy. Having said that, it is very much a part of the struggle of the structure of the plot. Aristotle in this chapter discusses the different kind of discovery we have been told in the change from ignorance to knowledge. Aristotle gives six types of discovery which are as follow. The least artistic type, according to Aristotle, is reconjunctions by means of sign or marks because it implies reflections. These are also the most frequently employed by dramatics, apparently because they are easy to handle. These marks may be birthmarks or scars acquired after birth. These can also be external tokens such as necklace. Aristotle objects to these devices on account of their being. External devices are mechanical devices and not the result of the pro- probable and necessary consequences of the incident in a play. This, therefore, is not far removed from the first mentioned forts, since some might have present certain tokens as well. Another instance is the shuttle of voice in the Tarius of Sophocles. A third species of discovery through memory from a man's consciousness being awakened by something seen or heard. Thus, in the Cypridio of Dionysius, the sight of the picture makes Theseus burst into tears, and the tale of Alcinous, here of harbor Ulysses in reminder of the past and weeps, the discovery of them being the result. A fourth kind of discovery is through a process of reasoning, e.g., in the Cheophor. One like man in here, there is no one like me but Orestes. He therefore must be here on that which Polybius thus Phohist suggested for Iphigenia, since it was natural for Orestes to reflect. My sister was scarified and I am to be scarce fights like her. Like here, there is also composed discovery arising from bad reasoning on the side of the other party. An instance of it is in Ulysses, the false messenger. He said he should know the bow which he had not seen, but to suppose for that he would know it began was bad reasoning. The best of all discoveries, however, arising from the incidents themselves, which the great surprises comes about through a probably incidents like that in the Oedipus of Sophocles. He also is Iphigenia, while it was not improbable that she should wish to have a later taken home. Even in this case, however, there can be a better and worse manner of dealing with the sign. Aristotle cites the example of the discovery of recognition of Ulysses through the scars he had on his thigh. The nurse recognizes Ulysses in the both stories through the scars on his thigh. That comes about natural in the course of the story, and discovery arises from the incident themselves. This is a good use of discovery through sign. Aristotle gives an example of good use of discovery through sign. Aristotle gives an example of the bad use of discovery through sign, which again involves Ulysses. His discovery by the swineherd. Here, Ulysses shows the swine herds his scar to reveal his identity to them. Aristotle condemns and as in Aristides all scenes where the incident are not the natural outcome of what has gone before. Thus, if tokens and signs are used at all other theorem, discovery should seem inevitable and spontaneous, a result of probably necessity of the event rather than of thought and reflections. The second type of discovery is also that is arbitrary, introduced by the poet. This again is in artistic for the very reason that the poet is introducing it in an arbitrary manner, and it doesn't involve naturally and spontaneous from the poet. Thus, there is the discovery through memory. This happens when a person sees or hears something and his memory is stirred, he is led to remember the past, and in this way, the discovery is brought about. The fourth kind of discovery is through the process of reasoning. The link between events is released through a process of reasoning, and this bring about discovery. Once again, reasoning should be the necessary outcome in the course of events and not arbitrarily imposed. The fourth type of discovery stated by Aristotle isn't too clear. He says that it is discovery arising from bad reasoning on the side of the other party. The meaning is not clear. The example cited by Aristotle is obscure, and the play he cites is most. It could imply a discovery brought by a logical fallacy, i.e., through the inference draw from certain circumstances or statements. The method of arriving at the inference of fallacies. These laws are the only discoveries independent of the art artist of sign and necklace. Next come discovery through reasoning. Okay, do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.